somebody get their stuff together around here. Hey, what's going on? Hi, guys. Hi. Guess I'll just make myself some notes in the meantime. My name's Alan Cox. Welcome. You heard my name there in the intro, but of course I'll say it again because I'm a raging narcissist. Say hi to Bill Squire. He's right over there.
Hey, creepy hugs, everyone. Thanks for listening to and watching this episode of the Alan Cox Show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share a cold one with the boys.
Mary Santora is here, too.
Hi, guys. No babies.
Poundcake's in Vegas, so I'll be picking up my phones for the next week. So there'll be no screening. I'll just pick up and hope for the best. I'm sure nothing will go wrong with that. That'll be just fine.
But there's still someone behind the glass.
I put Tiny Poundcake back there. Oh, Tiny Poundcake. I put him in the chair. Hey, man. My hotel room's too bright. He was posting stories on Instagram, and his hotel room is overlooking Fremont Street. They're staying at the Golden Nugget, which is lit up all night.
Yeah,
they've covered it now. It's got a street long cover. If you've ever been to Fremont Street, there, it's kind of
it's very cool. They've
tried to stripify old Vegas up there. It's been there for a long time, but
I'm a big fan of Fremont Street. I think that's my favorite place in Vegas.
We went to gamble at the Golden Nugget because it was like dollar buy-ins, but we didn't really walk up and down Fremont Street. They had, I don't know. It seems like something maybe you'd want to go at the nighttime, and we were there in the daytime.
Yeah, it's definitely a nighttime activity.
But that's where they have the zip line and everything, right?
They have all that stuff.
We didn't do anything like that.
A lot of street performers. I was there on Christmas Day, and they had a band playing. It was very fun.
Well, you know how I like street performers.
Hey.
You cannot get between me and a busker for less than $10 in the guitar case.
And that's why you got to go back at night.
It's like when you're walking down Congress in Austin, Texas, the street is just littered with teenage homeless or whatever, but they're sitting there playing a guitar or whatever, and they'll be playing music, and you'll walk by, and they'll be like, hey, you want to tip us? I go, I just got the music for free. I mean,
why buy the cow,
That's right.
Well, in Fremont Street, they have zones designated for certain street performers.
They have busking zones?
Yeah, like there's little circles that they have to stand in or stay around so it's not overwhelming.
Oh.
And they have to get a permit to do it. So
it's like the Stranger Things approach
to
street performing. Don't leave your circle.
Yes, exactly.
I wish I had gone up and down Fremont Street. Then you could chastise people. Hey, get back in your circle.
Get in that circle.
Get in that
circle, busker.
That's right. I was over at Costco today getting gas because gas, I don't know if you've noticed, it's cheaper than it's been in a while. Gas is down to like $4.45 a gallon. It's incremental, but it's going down.
I took advantage of that Sheetz E88 gas while I was on my road trip last week to West Virginia. They had it for $3.99.
Now, what's E88 gas?
It's special gas that it works with any car that's made past 2001, so I went for it.
Why isn't everyone buying that gas?
I don't think people know about it.
Is your car's okay?
It's been fine. I've filled it up twice with
That's not hybrid gas or something?
No.
That makes me nervous.
It did. It did make me very nervous the first time I did it, but I drove all the way home from West Virginia with it, so there and back.
I guess.
So it seems fine.
Huh.
And you know what? If there are any problems, I'll just take my car to Terry's North Coast Auto.
Does E88 hurt your car? It says it's good for your engine. Burns cleaner and cooler than regular unleaded gasoline. All right. Well, that's news to me.
There you go.
And it sounds considerably cheaper. But everybody when I was home for a couple of weeks, my brother would always go to Costco to get his gas. And, in most times, Costco, they get you a good deal on gas. When gas is super expensive, there's not much they can do.
Not a lot of wiggle room there.
Maybe you save a nickel. Is it worth waiting in that line with everyone else there at Costco? It wasn't central to where we were going to be, but we'd sit there in line, and so I kind of developed that habit over the time that I was at home, and so now I kind of reflexively go to Costco. But the Costco food, now, if you even suggest to someone that they will raise, because inflation has hit everyone, right, especially food items, if you suggest to anyone they might raise the price of that hot dog and soda combo at Costco People lose their goddamn minds because that's been $1.50 for 40 years, right? Ever since Costco put this hot dog and soda combo, it's like part of pop culture. It's been $1.50 for 40 years. But Costco's sitting there and they're like, well, we can't just, there's going to be a revolt if we change that, but we got to raise the prices on something. They raised the price of their chicken bake. Now, again, I don't know who the hell is getting the chicken bake at Costco.
I've never even heard of that.
They raised it $1, $2.99 to $3.99, and they raised their sodas or their pops a dime. So the third rail of Costco politics is that hot dog and soda combo. You can't even suggest. You can't even glance askew at raising the price of that hot dog and soda combo. And people
you ever
have
heard
said,
the story about the co-founder of Costco threatening the CEO? Yeah.
The co-founder because at one point the CEO said, hey, we might have to raise so it came from the founder?
Yeah. So the co-founder
John Costco?
He said, the CEO said, we're losing our rear ends on the hot dogs. And this is in 1985. He said, if you raise the effing hot dog price, I will kill you. Figure it out. That's all I really needed.
Wow.
So he basically said, if you raise the price of the hot dog, I'll kill you. And I love that. He wouldn't have killed him. He wouldn't have killed him. No, but I love that he's like, he's passionate. But he's like, listen, we're Costco. We're making a lot of money. We can take a loss on the hot dog.
Right.
And people will appreciate that.
It's a loss leader. Mm-hmm. Because, frankly, if you'll pardon the pun, how many people go up and order the hot dog and soda combo? I mean, at $1.50, it's a bargain at twice the price. So I could see doing that even if you weren't that hungry.
I've done it.
Have you done it? I've never done it.
I've done it. I mean, I used to go to Costco.
Never ordered Costco food.
It's it's a good hot dog.
But all those picnic tables are full.
It's a good hot dog.
Right inside.
Yeah.
They might want to pretty those up a little bit. But, well, anyway, I mean, I don't know how much. I didn't pay attention to how much it cost to fill my car up at Costco.
Because you're a millionaire.
It's about $70, okay? It was a lot of money. $70. But that's going down incrementally. So you can you'll spend a lot of money on gas no matter where you go, but you can walk right in. Now, if you walk out with the food, do they check your receipt? Do they still come out with a highlighter and make sure you didn't...
Hot dog receipt?
Rip
One
off.
thing you don't need a receipt for.
I don't know. You don't need to... I don't know why they need to look at your receipt anyway, but they do. It's like they're trolling you over there.
Because you got like pop or something in the bottom and they want to make sure
Everybody's got these
it.
explanations for why they... Well, here's why they do it. You don't need to do it. What other place checks your receipt? No other place checks your receipt. For some reason, they've decided to do that.
Because they don't have
For some
bags.
reason. Huh?
Because they don't have bags. I think you might be trying to get away with something because you slid an extra thing into a box.
But you have to check it all out with the checker.
I know, it's weird.
What are you going to smuggle under your shirt? Like a giant... If there's any place you can't smuggle things, it's a place that sells things in bulk. You can't just buy a pack of gum. You're buying 40 boxes of gum. What are you going to smuggle out of Costco?
Put a 48-pack of socks up your shirt?
I think the reason is probably a good one. I think it's just to employ more people.
Maybe.
They have greeters at some of these places. I think these people, they go, hey, because Costco reportedly treats their people pretty well.
Yeah, it's one of the best places to work.
Yeah, they go, hey, let's hire a couple more people. We'll give them a highlighter. We'll make up some fakakta story about how you got to check the receipt. Because they give it like a quick glance. It's not like they're going over it. They're not doing a line item veto here. They're just checking to see what you got. But anyway, for people who have woken up, and I'm among them, people who have woken up in a cold sweat, worried that the price of that hot dog soda combo, which again, I have never purchased before. So if I'm waking up in a cold sweat over the prospect of that price going up, imagine the people who subsist on these combos.
How much
they're at the Costco.
Does a Costco membership cost per year?
$65, but depends on what tier. Like if you get
gold,
basic tier,
$60, I think.
So for
Something
$60,
like
when I get the renewal,
year,
it's like $60, I think. Yeah.
For $60 a year, you can have lunch for $1.50 a day.
That's right.
How many people are doing that?
Well, I don't know about that. But again, there's people who you can buy a car through Costco. You can book a trip.
Yeah.
You can get, they have like
There's
these
a lot of
services,
member
a lot
benefits.
of stuff. Yeah. I know somebody who only buys their cars through Costco.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the same guy. There was somebody that... Oh, no, this was at the Cedar Point or one of those amusement parks, they had some sort of meal deal that you got if you bought the member pass. Mm-hmm. And he would just go to the park every day and get free lunch and then leave.
Yeah, we read about that. I think we talked about that on air.
You
it was like Kennywood
Kennywood, you get them fries, and then you go over on the log jammer and puke them right back up. I'm going to take a break. I'll have last few chances this week for you to go fuel yourself. Speaking of which, it's $1,000 next keyword coming at 2:30, so listen for that. 35192 to text me for anything if you want to call us live. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
The Alan Cox Show.
On our free iHeartRadio app and your favorite smart device. Just tell it to play The Alan Cox Show on iHeartRadio.
Now back to another episode of The Wake 'em Rider.
Order! Order in my courtroom!
Your Honor, I got another one.